Snout Extension Kit Setup. Welcome to this StoneAge Tools training video on setting up the Snout Extension Kit for the Autobox 1L tractor. In this walkthrough, we'll guide you step by step through a full setup when using the Snout kit with no tractor mount. Start by attaching the female Snout adapter to the Autobox 1L tractor. Remove the two quick release pins from the mounting bracket on the 1L tractor. Insert the female Snout adapter, ensuring the through holes are oriented correctly to the bracket. Then reinsert the quick release pins to lock it in place. Next, attach the snout. Open the female coupler, insert the male snout end, and press the arms back on the coupling to secure it. If more than 5 feet of snout length is required, you can attach additional 5-foot snout extension lengths onto the existing snout. Use the same coupling procedure to secure it. Please note, it is best practice to keep the snout length as short and straight as possible to avoid friction on the lance and loss of power. Now, feed the lance through the snout. Insert the hose with the water blast tool into the inlet side of the tractor. Feed it all the way through the tractor and snout until it exits at the end. Leave enough slack for proper feeding into the guide tube on the positioner. Next, attach the auxiliary stop sensor to the compass snout assembly by removing the locking pin and sliding the stop sensor into the slot. Make sure that the cable connection on the stop sensor is facing the same direction as the female snout connection on the compass snout assembly. Insert the locking pin to secure it in place. Now you will attach the compass snout assembly and auxiliary stop sensor to the linear drive carriage on the compass. We will show the method for attaching to both a standard guide block for horizontal cleaning and an angled guide block when using the confined space kit for vertical cleaning. To attach the compass snout assembly and stop sensor to the standard guide block, remove one quick release pin from the mounting bracket. Align the groove on the guide block to the remaining guide pin, then reinsert the pin to lock it in. Make sure the collet slot in the mounting block is pointing up for easy access and the auxiliary stop sensor is pointing down to minimize the height of the assembly and protect the sensor from being hit. Slide the guide block into the clamp on the linear drive carriage. Open the clamp handle. Twist the spring pin, insert the guide block, then close the clamp handle and secure the spring pin to prevent backward movement. Next, feed the lance through the compass assembly until it exits the end of the guide tube. Select the correct collet size using the chart in the Compass 300 manual. With the tool through the guide tube, insert the collet into the block until the spring plunger pin clicks into place. Pull back on the lance to ensure it's secure, connect the female end of the snout to the compass snout assembly, and press the arms back on the coupling to secure it. For setups using an angled guide block and curved tube, such as vertical confined space cleaning, the compass assembly and stop sensor mount the same way. Remove one quick release pin, align the guide block groove with the mounting bracket, and reinsert the pin. Again, make sure the collet slot in the mounting block is pointing up for easy access, and the auxiliary stop sensor is pointing down to minimize the height of the assembly and protect the sensor from being hit. Feed the lance through the stop sensor and into the guide tube. Use the chart to select the proper collet size and insert the collet until it snaps into place. Pull back on the lance to ensure it's secure. Once the snout is attached to the Autobox 1L and the compass linear tractor, you can connect the electrical cable. Attach the male end to the stop sensor in the compass snout assembly, aligning the pin and twisting the ring until it clicks. Connect the female end of the electrical cable to one of the two auxiliary connections on the Autobox 1L tractor. After the electrical cable is connected, secure it to the snout to reduce tripping hazards and avoid damage. If using a corrugated snout, secure the cable with twist ties. Be sure to leave slack at the end of the cable near the compass so that no strain is put on the cable as the snout flexes during use. If using a spring snout, use the snout hanger hose guard for protection and strain relief. Again, be sure to leave slack near the carriage. And that completes the setup of your snout extension kit. Be sure to follow all safety and operating guidelines outlined in your product manual. For further support, contact your StoneAge representative.